What's up, Loopers? It's Vice here, and today we're having a look at Golisopod EX. So, Golisopod EX is a new Stage 1 EX. It came out in Paradox Rift, and it follows in the footsteps of a very time-honored strategy in the Pokemon TCG, and that is one where your main attack with this Pokemon, Swing and Skedaddle, quite a mouthful and a very fun attack name, has the effect where it sends Golisopod to the bench after the attack is done. So, if you read it, it says, discard an energy from this Pokemon. If you do, switch it with one of your bench Pokemon. So, the idea here is to attach a couple of times. We've got double turbo and water energy in the deck, and then you use the attack Swing and Skedaddle every turn, and you send up Pokemon like Mimikyu or Klefki. Pokemon that are really annoying for your opponent to deal with when they're in the active spot. And ideally, Pokemon that are not giving up as many prizes as the Golisopod. See, the Golisopod is what we invest our energy into. The Pokemon that are getting knocked out are the Pokemon that we're not investing into at all.
It just works.
It just works, as Milk PTCG just let us know in the in the sound effect there. So, look, I'm going to show you the structure of the rest of the deck. As I mentioned, we've got Mimikyu here with Safeguard, prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from your opponent's EX and Vs. So after you Swing and Skedaddle, you just push up the Mimikyu, and then they have to deal with that. Or, what can be fun is the Klefki as well. So it has the ability Mischievous Lock. As long as this Pokemon is in the active spot, basic Pokemon in play have no abilities except for Mischievous Lock. So, you know, between these two cards, you're stopping a myriad of Pokemon in their tracks. You know, Klefki is really good at stopping Lost Zone Box. You know, you stop the Comfey and you stop the Cramorant, and you really slow down their deck. Or against other decks, you send up the Mimikyu. Okay, so you know Charizard can't hit through the Mimikyu, or let's say like Palkia V-Star or other Pokemon like that. So this combo of wall, or not wall, but like Mimikyu as a wall, Klefki as a lock, both of them are very annoying in the active spot, and that's the point. So to round things out, you've got Greninja for draw, we've got Manaphy and Jirachi to protect your bench as required, and a 2/2 Bibarel for draw. We have a bunch of items to sort of help you throughout the game, both with setting up and recovering Pokemon as needed. I'm going to call to attention Rescue Carrier here, which gets back your Mimikyus and your Klefkis as required. And then a few other options here. We've got the 4 Irida, which is very good to get out your pieces as required. Iono here is a fantastic universal draw option. We've got Boss's Orders here. At a very paltry count here at the 1. We've got a counter catcher here, which can be searched out by Irida. We've got no less than 3 Raihan. And see, like, the thing is with this deck is because we're always manually attaching, you need ways to accelerate the energy into play. And so Raihan is good at doing that for you. Sometimes you just need to get ahead on your energy attachments. And you know, if a game is going really well for you, maybe you attach a Stray Energy to a Greninja, and you can Raihan and Moonlight Shuriken out of nowhere with that one. We've got Vitality Band here to up your damage output with the Golisopod just a little bit. Allows you to hit things like Baxcalibur or Squawkabilly. And then you've got 4 double turbo, and you've got 8 water energy. So, just an oddity in the list here. I'm trying a Copycat. While I was building the deck, I found that I wanted a draw option that wasn't discarding cards at the same time. I think the Copycat can definitely be cut from the list. So, you know, if you have a draw supporter in mind that you would prefer to see in the list, certainly Copycat is a very cuttable card. You could switch it out for a Professor's Research straight away if you wanted, or something similar to that. Beach Court here, of course, is here to facilitate all the retreating that you need to do. And I think we're around about there with the list. So certainly a few card counts that you could work with, that you could switch up and change as you think might be required. Maybe you cut the Jirachi and you add another draw supporter. Maybe you cut the Copycat and make it a second Boss's Orders. It's really up to you. I'm going to leave it up to you to decide which way to push this deck, and I've got a sample game so that you can see what the deck looks like in action. So if you enjoy seeing decks that feature Pokemon that look like this, please consider following me on Twitch or subscribing to me on YouTube, and I'll see you in the next live stream or video. So take care and goodbye. See ya. Alright, we got the Wimpod. We got the VIP, we got the Iono, we got Ultra Ball, we got all the things for a good time. So let's start with that one. We're not retreating the Wimpod. So what? It's going to be Bidoof and the what? Bidoof and another Wimpod maybe? Perhaps? Sure. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, Omar. But who knows? Who knows? Maybe they know that the Pokemon TCG Live category is not that popular. But like, yeah, it's so weird. But they should just I don't know. I really don't know what they're thinking or what they think they're supposed to do. Yeah, so Twitch, the drops are on. Drops are on. Drops are on. So we're up against Cloth. That's a little bit scary because they can just attack us turn 2, going second. Omar, what have you been up to lately? You gaming? Yeah, it does. It does. I think I'll stay alive in this category until we see the broadcast end. Or maybe we'll just like leave it open for like a few and see what happens. Now, I actually do have booster packs to open. I bought a couple of packs today. One Scarlet Violet and one Paldea Evolved. If we can get some more followers this stream, I'll open them live. You'll get my reaction. PogChamp. So you've been playing and training the new puppy? You got a new puppy. How old is it? That's exciting. What's its name? Tell me about it. What's the breed? Minion gives them access to the V-Star power. So this is still their first turn going second. Of course, when you got a deck that has cards like Squawkabilly, Luminion, Forest Sealstone, there are a lot of very exact choices. A lot of sequencing to do on the very first turn of the game. So, that's fine. Little 4-month-old Dachshund named Penny. That's lovely. Dachshunds are cute, huh? Aren't they? Very cute. Alright, we send up the other Wimpod. We can afford to lose one. It is too bad that we didn't have Klefki in this game for the active spot. But, that's fine. Ooh, that is disappointing. A swing and a miss. Alright, so we're going to do this and this. We would like a Bibarel. Alright, get in there, mate. Boom. Do I discard a Raihan here? I think I have to. Because I don't want to run the risk of, like, of whiffing. And we can actually tank a hit here, I think. So I'm going to put it on the bench. This active Wimpod's fine. We want more time to set up, right? Boom, boom. Take Greninja. I don't think Klefki and Mimikyu are quite required. Although, Mimikyu does stop Electrode if it hits the board, so... we'll see. We only got one water energy in the discard pile, so I'm kind of hesitant to use up the energy retrieval. It's not like we achieve anything really by drawing 2 more cards here. We've got the Wimpod, we've got the Golisopod, Greninja, and a Bibarel. I think we're fine to just hit end turn. You know, let them take a KO, then we can hit back with the Raihan, get some more cards underway. We'll see what happens. Iono is a little disappointing because that hand was very, very serviceable, but never mind. We do have the Beach Court, the Water Energy, the Irida Double Turbo. 6 very playable cards in this hand, to be honest. Unhinged Scissors will collect a KO, and now we get a chance to promote the Golisopod and start to hit back with our cards and our options. So we'll attach the Water Energy. How do I want to do it? I kind of just want to go Irida. Alright, we go Irida. And we take... Ooh. This? Question mark? Wait. Huh? Absolutely no water Pokemon? Are you kidding me? That's crazy. That's crazy. Alright, well, put down the Wimpod, and we're going to put this down too. We're going to draw 1. We're going to draw 1 card. Yeah, where's the water Pokemon? That's what I want to know. Huh? Alright, Klefki will do. Klefki will do here, because now we'll go Swing and Skedaddle. We'll take a KO. And the great thing about this is that Klefki turns off the Brute Bonnet. So they must deal with the Klefki somehow. It turns off the Brute Bonnet. That's funny. I do not... I guess... Okay, so 1 Wimpod is prized. We had 2 Wimpod sort of available, and the Radiant Greninja, and the Manaphy was also in the discard pile. So I guess it makes sense that there weren't... Wait, that means our other Golisopod... Plural, question mark? I have at least 2. I think I've only got 2 Golisopod EX in the list. And that's probably where the other one is. So there's probably 2 Golisopods in the prizes at the moment. So this is really funny. They cannot do anything because of Klefki, because Brute Bonnet is a basic Pokemon. So what are you going to do? Klefki just shuts this down completely. Is Golisopod a hard counter for the Cloth deck? That's funny. Because if you have if you don't have rope, you lose. Can't they chef up the card? Oh, true. True. Yeah, that's true. So it's not clear-cut. It's not as clear-cut as I had hoped. Or as I was insinuating. But it is going to be tough for them. Alright. Boom. I almost want a concealed cards double turbo. Almost. I like the cards that I have access to of this hand. I kind of want to knock out the Bibarel. So what do I need to do? I need to rod. So I kind of want to do this. Alright, risky. Copycat. Like, I really want to knock this out. But I think it's too good if we're able to grab out... Oh. Counter catcher, though? Alright. Counter catcher. Let's knock out the Bibarel. I think it starts getting pretty tough for them if they have to deal with this constantly. And, you know, like, Radiant Greninja is not going to be a super appealing target for them. Hey, no worries, Ghost. Well, hope you're alright. Hope you're doing okay. Enjoy your grocery shopping. It's expensive out there now. But, thank you very much, as always, for calling in, saying hello. Always want to hear the update, so, yeah. Take care, Ghost. Take care. Alright, what's going to happen? What are we going to see? Without Bibarel, they're pretty stuck with the cards they've got to work with, right? They can't use Grant to empty out their hand either. Well, I mean, they can, but there's no sort of benefit to them because now they just don't have a Bibarel to work with. And they've used up their V-Star power and all that sort of thing, so... Interesting. Minor sequencing error there. They probably didn't need to use Toxic Powder yet, but it is fine as well. I mean, you just... Sometimes it's good to do things if the order doesn't really matter. So that you don't, like, forget. You know what I mean? Alright, big whiff. Big whiff on that KO. And you're starting to get dangerously low. They're starting to get low. I don't want to use up this rod, because it's like our last recovery card. I'm going to do this. It's very tempting to... Wait, if I do, what, 150? Yeah, it's not enough. I think I'm going to Iono. What other cards? Those cards are alright. We can probably concealed cards here too. Alright, the hand is not too dissimilar to what we had, but Irida is always a welcome card to see. promote the Greninja again. They've got no space on the bench for the Sneasler, so no shenanigans to sort of play around there. Interesting matchup. I would have really liked to get the other Klefki in play, but we sort of just don't have the out for it at the moment. It's back in the deck. Irida could get it for us. And we haven't searched yet, right? So we could also, if the Greninja... Oh, the Greninja's not going to survive, but... Okay. Yeah. Unless... Okay. That's used up, so... No good. Alright, Tantrum Blast. It's a very awkward board that they're working with. Very awkward for them, I think. I really don't want to use the Super Rod. I'm very afraid of being without that card. Alright, it's kind of an awkward game state that it's coming down to here. Kind of awkward. Because they've got two Electrode that are on the precipice of being knocked out. But equally, it's going to be difficult for us, isn't it? We're being let down by, like, our low-ish damage output. It's almost enough, but not quite. Alright, time to promote Golisopod again. So we could go Rod Irida. Ooh, Klefki's really good here, I think. Klefki. We got Retrieval. 1, 2. I really want to hit them with the Iono just to make things really tough. Is Rodding worth it here? Still not necessarily. Still don't necessarily need to do it. It would be nice to have Greninja, but we don't... We can still avoid it. Raihan, very nice. We get to draw one more card. Vitality Band. Yeah, not bad. I think I might hold it, though. Actually, no. Let's attach it now and just be sure. Because one of our outs, too, is we get to do enough damage on the Squawkabilly. Alright, promote the Klefki. This game is coming down to the wire. But now, look, they've got no Bibarel. 2 cards in hand. Klefki in the active, which means Brute Bonnet does nothing. Right? Things might work out. They could still get it off with Curry. But they've used 2. Already. And I'm not really sure what a standard Curry count is in this deck, but it can't be very many. Klefki's a bit of a bummer for them. No counter stadium. Boss! Bruh. Funny. It's come right down to the wire. Water energy. No. try and put a bunch of stuff into play. There won't be another counter catcher. So we're going to do this. Boom. Energy. 1, 2. So we're over attaching here in case we lose the Beach Court. Alright, so this is what it comes down to, right? We lose that. We're going to promote the Klefki. Do they have a way to get rid of the Klefki? Ooh, maybe I shouldn't have benched the Jirachi. Misplay. Jirachi might be the card that loses it for us. If they have boss's orders. Yeah, isn't it? Isn't it, Killer B? Is the curry... Is the chef back in the kitchen? You talking about the curry? Yeah. Yeah, they might be running late on their order. Curry is the out. Curry is the out. What was that? Huh? What they just discard? What was that effect? What happened there? I don't understand what happened there. I must have missed it. They randomly discarded 2 cards and then retreated? Well, we've got the energy and we got the boss, so that's GG. Alright, Swing and Skedaddle. That's a game. That was a game. Nice. Klefki, though. Klefki? Grant. Oh, of course. Of course, Severin. It was Grant. There you go. Yeah. Skedaddling. Yeah, we're skedaddling. I don't recommend this for Portland, but this deck is a bit of fun. It's the Golisopod. So, if you enjoy games like this, subscribe to the YouTube, follow me on Twitch. See you in the next video. Thanks.